Welcome dear children. In today's topic we are going to learn direct and inverse proportion. Today we are going to cover what is proportion, types of proportion and examples of direct and inverse proportion. Firstly we will learn what is proportion. A change in one quantity results a corresponding change in other quantity is called proportion. For example, Reena went to a textile shop. She bought a shirt at ₹100 and next day she went to a shop and she bought two shirts cost us 400. Did you notice one thing here? Yes, when she buy one shirt the cost is 200. When she buys two shirts the cost is increased to 400. Yes, when we are increasing the number of shirts the amount also increased. This is what the proportion says. A change in one quantity. This one quantity we can take it as a shirt and results a corresponding change in another quantity. The another quantity we can take it as a amount. See, whenever we are increasing the number of shirts, automatically the amount also increases. But cost of a shirt in both the cases remains same. So this example we can take for direct proportion also. Firstly, we have to learn how many types of proportions are there. We have two different types of proportion. One is direct proportion and the other one is inverse proportion. How this changes, how these quantities are getting directly the change and indirectly the changes. That is what we are going to learn. Firstly, we will learn what is direct proportion. In the direct proportion, two quantities x and y. We can take the two quantities x and y. These x and y quantities can be anything or said to be in direct proportion. When we can say these are all, this x and y are in direct proportion means if they increase or decrease together. If it is increasing, both x and y will increase at a time. If it is decreasing, both x and y get decreases. However we do, but x by y remains constant. This we will see with one example. Reshma went to a bookshop to buy books. First day she bought 2 books at the rate of 40. The second day she went to the shop and she bought 5 books at the rate of 100. Did you notice one thing? Here we can take the books as x and the amount as y. So the cost of one book will be 20 on the first day. And the second day also she bought 5 books at the rate of 100. So here we will take the number of books as x and the amount is y. So if we multiply, divide this, we will get the cost of each book is 20 in both the cases. So when the number of books are increasing, amount also increases in both the cases. So this we can say it as a direct proportion. And the next one, inverse proportion. Two quantities x and y. In the previous example, we saw that when the number of books are increasing, the amount also automatically increases. But in inverse proportion, two quantities x and y are said to be inverse proportion if an increase in x leads to decrease in y. In the previous example, we saw that both will get increases. But here, only x or y will get increased, the other one will be decreased. Is vice versa, such a way that the product remains xy remains constant. For example, a man takes 3 days to construct a wall. One man takes to complete a wall 3 days he takes. If three men construct the same wall, how many days it takes? Yes, automatically the number of days will be reduced. Why? Because the same wall is constructed by one man taken 3 days. The same wall if we give to the 3 men, automatically the number of days will be decreased. This is an example for the inverse proportion. In the next video we will learn some more examples. Thank you.